for this?
Welcome back to the Empire
Whoa,
Sports
that's
and Mind podcast. We're back after a few weeks of absence. We got a big week. The Giants blew a terrible game last week against Denver. We're going to talk about it. The Knicks won game 1 of their season and game 2 of their season. The Rangers are in full swing. We'll talk about the Jets and their disastrous 0-7 start. We're going to start with the Giants. That was like the biggest news story, I would say, of the past week. John, why don't you start?
Yeah, man. I mean, look, the Giants, they looked great against the Broncos. They were in control. Obviously, we all know into the fourth quarter, they were in command. You were everyone was convinced they were going to win. I was convinced that I was thinking to myself, wow, the Giants are about to improve to 3-4. 2 really good wins against the Eagles and the Broncos 2 weeks in a row. Broncos really good defense in Denver, tough place to play. 2 really good wins. And I'm actually thinking to myself, maybe the Giants have a chance of being a legitimate playoff contender. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe, their schedule is not that easy, right? But you're 3-4. You have it looks like you have a quarterback. Your coach looks like he's, getting things in order until that fourth quarter, Matthew. Absolute disaster, top to bottom. I think this loss honestly falls on everybody. I know everyone's going to be quick to blame the kicker, but let's be honest. This guy was a bad kicker at Rutgers University. What makes you think he's going to be a good kicker for the New York Giants? I mean, it's just unfair to the kid. It's totally on the GM, the kicking debacle, and then on the head coach, some terrible, questionable decision making. With the play calling there, with Kafka, with Dable, everybody's at fault. Dart made a rookie mistake. Dart was great the whole game, made a really bad mistake with, that interception. But that comes with being a rookie quarterback. He's not going to be perfect. In the NFL when you're a rookie, you make some of those decisions, but you do, he did enough to win that game, Jackson Dart. It's definitely not on Dart. The defense went cold. I understand they were on the field the entire game. Especially in the second half, they were on the field a lot. They were getting a little tired. But Matthew, when you have a pass rush that's advertised as one of the best pass rush in the league, you got to get home to Knicks a little more. I think I don't know how much he got. How much did he get sacked in this game? The bottom line, yeah, that's not enough. You have all these guys, Burns, Thibodeau, and let's be honest, Matthew. Thibodeau is not a great player.
No.
I don't think he's a great player. You didn't see that he didn't get any ounce of pressure in this game. Defense went cold. Everyone's at fault for this game. Everyone is. It's not just the kicker. Let's be honestly, yes, you could bash the kicker. You miss 2 extra points. If you made one of those, you win the game, right? Or at least you go to overtime at the very least. But it's totally on the Giants for signing Graham Gano to a big-time extension when you knew he had injury concerns and not addressing it when he did get injured, and signing this guy from Rutgers who sucked in college. What makes you think he's going to be a good kicker in the NFL? Total mismanagement, and it's honestly like a fireable offense for Shane right now. I don't have a problem with people saying that.
Yeah, the kicker debacle, or this has now been 2 years for Giants fans. Last year, Gano got hurt. They didn't have an adequate replacement for a full game. Like Gano got hurt on like the Friday before the game against the Commanders, and the Giants just decided, yeah, we'll go into the game without a kicker. It's ridiculous. The same thing happened week 2 again this year, and then since then, I mean, I'm listening to Thursday Night Football against the Eagles, and they're explaining on the pregame broadcast that this guy, Jude McTamaney, whatever, he's good they think his range is about 47 yards. He didn't make anything past 47 yards. That's unprofessional. I mean, obviously from his standpoint, but also from GM standpoint to employ that player when there are, the kicking carousel in the league, there are probably like 60 competent kickers in the world that you could sign, 30 of which are free agents.
Yep. You have one on your practice squad.
Younghoe Koo on your practice squad. And you're telling me this guy who can't – I know I've seen Younghoe Koo hit from 60 yards.
Oh, he was
this
there.
Guy doesn't have the range to hit from – it's not like he doesn't have range to hit from 48, but at least he's accurate within 40 because he's missed 4 extra points in 3 games as the Giants kicker. So this is in of itself.
It is
unbelievable. In an age where guys hit from 70 yards – you have a
kicker
at ease. That's questionable from 30.
Yeah, I'm looking right now into his college statistics, this guy.
Oh, he was benched at Rutgers, by the way. He was
benched by Rutgers. He made a field goal over 50 yards. From 40 out, he was 40 to 49 yards, 5 of 6. 30 of 39 yards in college, he was 4 of 7. So this guy is not a good kicker. The bottom line is he's a shit kicker. He should not be employed by an NFL franchise, let alone the Giants. It's just it is a debacle. Actually, I think it's a disgrace. Honestly, it's kind of insulting to the fans. If you were a legitimate kicker, Matthew, this team would be in a really good spot right now. I'm not Obviously, there's other, there's blame to go around. Obviously, the defense didn't play great. They had to play better. Bo Nix, that he had way too much time in the pocket. We went into that before, but the kicking, if they had a legitimate kicker, like even if I think if Koo played in this game, I understand he's had some problems this year with the Falcons. That's why they let go of him. But if they had Koo in this game, I think you win the game. You're 3-4, and you're in the playoff race. Now you're sitting there at 2-5, and the season's kind of over. I think it's over. It's over.
But they also don't have trust in this kicker because he's kicked now for 4.
Matthew, he doesn't have trust in himself.
I agree with that, but it's not like the Giants are like, yeah, we trust this guy. He's our kicker. Through 4 games, they've set up for two field goals, and it's not like they've been shut out in these games. They've put up 32 points, 34 points, 14 points, 21 points. They've put up points. They've gotten good drives these last 4 games, and still they go for everything on 4th down. They punt on their on opposing teams like 35-yard line because they have absolutely no faith in this kicker. So it's embarrassing. But other than that, Jackson Dart did played excellent besides the 1 interception.
Yeah.
Matters. Wan'Dale Robinson's really looked great through 6 games or 7 games. He's really stepped up in a receiver room that's without Malik Neighbors, that's been without Slayton. So credit to him. And the tight ends have looked good. Theo Johnson, a draft pick last year. Daniel Bellinger had a big touchdown, which Dart extended that play, was very impressive. And I agree with you. The defense, Brian Burns, by the way, leads the league in sacks.
Oh, he's been great. Yeah, he's not a problem. It's Thibodeau and it's what's his name? Abdul Carter's been okay. He's been okay, but he hasn't. I'm gonna cut him a little slack. He's
like an analytics darling.
He is, and I don't like that because who's that? Bryce Huff was that. He never this guy has this amount of pressures. I want to see some sacks. I want to see
sacks. I agree with you. I mean,
but no, you do have to cut him some slack since he is still a rookie. Like you give him some time, and he looks. Look, the analytics maybe eventually. Hopefully, you hope that they eventually turn into sacks and some results, and I think they will if he continues to play like this. But obviously, I think Thibodeau has to wake up. He's been terrible, and he's another pick of Dable, right? Yeah, Deonte Banks, who's a horrible cornerback. He's always at the end of the game where he makes he's horrible in coverage, and he ends up blowing the game for the Giants. That play to Sutton, it was a great catch, but of course it's Deonte Banks. Matthews, did it surprise you that he was in coverage on that play?
Of course,
not one bit.
Yeah,
he's terrible, and that's a Shane pick. Terrible pick.
And he's an absolute bust. I've been unlucky. You're more likely to be unlucky when you're targeted, 15 times a game, right? You just targeted so much that inevitably
unlucky. I mean,
a lot of bad plays are he makes a lot of bad plays. But when I'm just saying, when you're targeted 15 times a game,
of course,
you're bound. The other team's just bound to cut. You're getting embarrassed out there.
He should look at himself in the mirror and say, "Why are these teams targeting me so much? Maybe because I suck and I'm not sticking in coverage. I'm actually not putting the seatbelt on this guy. No, I suck. Yeah. That's why you're getting targeted so much." So I mean, he has to take a look at himself in the mirror. Some of these players they go in these press conferences, they're so tone deaf, and that makes you just more frustrated, Matthew. After a terrible loss, saying something like that, that's not a good look.
Yeah,
I hate that. It's just not a good look.
I want to say Dexter Lawrence just hasn't been that good this year. Just hasn't been that good.
He's been okay in the run game. He's been okay. He just hasn't been. I think that injury in the beginning of the season.
For 7 games, he has 7 solo tackles. That's not great for the run game either. I mean,
he was hurt in camp, right?
No, he was healthy.
Was he healthy? I'm thinking of the tackle.
Thomas.
Yeah. There has to be something going on with him because he's a really dominant player. I like Dexter Lawrence a lot. There has to be something going on with him.
Look, I still come slack. He had a big interception, which is unusual for a defensive tackle. A few weeks ago, he had a 40-yard interception, but I still want more from him. At least be more of a run stuff, I would say.
How has their run defense been though? It hasn't been horrible.
That's not been the problem. They just get picked apart when it counts in the pass.
Yeah, and you know what it is though. Late in the games, the defense on the field for especially in this game, the second half, they were on the field so long, they got tired. But if you're really this if you want to be looked at as a very elite unit, you have to produce when the game in late in these games. You have to get sacks late in these games if you want to be considered a serious pass rushing team, right? I think the Giants on paper, they have the best pass rush, but if you want to be considered the league's best, you have to come up when it matters in the fourth quarter late in these games, and they haven't yet, and that's why they've lost a lot of these games late.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
So,
and Bo Nix, he looked terrible through 3 quarters.
He hasn't been that great this year. He hasn't been.
No, but he did look good in that fourth quarter.
He looks great in the final 4 drives, whatever it was.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the Giants defense or whatever, but he looked terrible.
I think it was a combination of both. It was a combination of both.
Combination. Yeah, I agree.
There was, I mean, didn't he rush for one touchdown? That was like, he was like 30 yards untouched. I mean, that was just really bad. You got to put a spy on Bo
That's
Nix late in
still
the
a
game.
good. That's still a good decision to tuck it and run it.
It is. You do have to put a. I think you have to put a spy on him late in the game. Bo Nix. I do think that's totally on the defense. And Matthew, I have to tell you something else. If they have Wink Martindale as their defensive coordinator, I think they win this game too.
Obviously, they would have won.
What are they doing? Covers. They're sending everyone out on coverage. It's like it's just terrible play calling.
So
yeah,
I saw this earlier this week. The Giants have rushed exactly 4 players 80% of plays this year, which is like extraordinary. I mean, there's just no deception.
And and teams do that when they have good cornerbacks, good safeties. The Jets used to do that when they had Sauce Gardner, DJ Reed, Michael Carter, good secondary. Giants don't have a good secondary, so why are you doing that?
Right.
You have to get home to the quarterback.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. It's the total opposite of what you should be doing.
Yeah, but there's not how you operate. But there's absolutely no deception. And also, I think they've blitzed 6+ guys, like 1% of plays.
That's terrible.
The most, it's like 80% 4, 10% 5, 10% 3. There's just no creativity. You're
not taking advantage of all this of all these great pass rushers you have, though. Say you blitz people, there's gonna be 2 people double teaming Burns. It's gonna open up for everybody, like a free safety blitzing. It's gonna open up for him. He's gonna get home to the quarterback pretty easily. You have to take advantage. I'm not saying to do it every third down, but do it more often. Do it maybe like 10% of the time, not 1%.
Even if you do 5 guys, now you've got 4 good pass rushers on one-on-one. That's exactly
Yeah, it's going to open the lane up for somebody else to take advantage of it. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. The coaching is, I think, Dable's in game. I think Dable's horrible. I think he's honestly horrible. And, he's screaming at his coordinators throughout the game. That's a bad look. This guy is unhinged.
He's doing that for 4 years now.
He's a mental midget. He doesn't. He can't. You have to be like. To me, it's like a coach has to keep his composure. Like you saw Sean Payton when the Broncos were down by 4 scores, whatever it was. He still had his head in the playbook. He was still composed. It looked like he was still confident that his team could win that game.
I mean, he did take a penalty. He caused the penalty.
I know that, but he still looked very confident. Dable, when he gets rattled, it looks like things are just once things go off the rails, there's no going back with Dable. This guy cannot control himself. It's a bad look. I'm not a big fan of Dable. That's my point here. I'm just not a big fan of him. I think that he's not the right guy. This game, honestly, Matthew, could be a blessing in disguise for you guys in the future. It might be one of the games where you look at the end of the year, maybe the Giants finish with like 5-6 wins because they have a tough schedule. And you say, well, that Broncos game, he kind of blew. We're going to fire him because some of these, these questionable decisions in these games. And that's why we lost. And we're going to end up firing. I think this game might be a blessing in disguise because I think you're going to end up firing him at the end of the season and you need a better coach. Matthew, let me tell you what, if they fire Dable, coaches are going to be lining up to coach this kid Dart. You guys are going to be the top destination. Look, everyone's going to want to get their hands on Dart. And that's
I want Gruden. I know that's
I don't think a lot of fans want him. I don't think the organization wants him. I would love him. He's just not a popular guy, unfortunately, because of what he did with the Raiders. I don't know what that situation was. I really can't speak on it because I'm not really that informed in the situation. But I don't know. I think he deserves another chance. He's still pretty young. He's like 62. He could still coach for another 10 years. I'm a big fan of him. I think he's a great football mind. I think he can really coach up. And he likes Jackson Dart, too. He has Jackson Dart on his podcast, I think I've seen. He's a big fan of the kids. So that would be I think it would be a great pair. But I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we'll get to those conversations. I don't even want to think about that yet.
You do think that the Giants are going to – I think Dable's going to be gone. I think he is.
I mean, I think he should be, obviously. I'm worried that they will not fire him.
Do you think if they end up with, let's say the wins, how many wins will the Giants have to have? Well, how much – say they end up with 7 wins. 7 and 10.
My worry is that won't matter because they'll just
they'll be like, oh, we're going to give him another shot.
Dart was good. They'll say Dart progressed.
That's true. And there's credit to Dable there. There's credit to Dable there where he's developing Dart. But it's still it's just in game. You don't trust him. He's just when you're sitting there and it's most of the time it's like Sean Payton, Brian Dable. Obviously the Broncos have the better coach on the field. Obviously they do. It's by a long shot. Payton freaking eats this guy for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, Dable, when he's on the during the game, in game. But obviously I think. And I've been hearing this for years. Dable's an offensive genius. I just don't see it during the game. I don't see these I saw more creative play calling this game, but I just don't see it. I don't think he's as advertised from what I've seen the past 4 years. I just haven't really seen an offensive genius type coach.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't think he's worth keeping, but I'm telling you, I think that even if they end up with 6 wins, they'll say 1. That's
just a little dicey, yeah.
And they'll say it's progress from last year, and they'll say Dart developed. No credit.
Yeah. But his contract is up, though, so they do have to re-sign him.
Oh, is his contract up?
It's up, and I think
I
Shane
didn't
is
know
too.
that.
I believe.
Okay.
So
I
I
did
think
not.
that's another reason where they can be like, okay, we're gonna mutually agree to part ways. Some bullshit. You know, when someone gets canned, they say we mutually agree to part. That's bullshit. He got canned.
No, it was a
There's no
5-year deal. So
second.
there's one more year.
After this, or
Yeah.
this is the last year. After this, okay, so you could fire him. Then. I mean, it's not a big deal. You're only gonna pay
Yeah, I
him for
mean,
one
yeah,
extra
no,
year.
that's not a factor. I would say it's not
No,
factor.
it's not at all. For the Jets, it is though. We're gonna get into the Jets now because Aaron Glenn is on a 5-year deal, first year. He's 0-7, doesn't have a win yet. Jets lose a freaking terrible game. I mean, I don't know why. I don't know how I watched the whole game, Matthew. I don't know how I got through it.
I'm
It's
excited.
kind of like a miracle in itself. That was a horrible game to watch. Jets was a horrible one. Just the Jets. Yeah, that's all they deserve. That battle
Yep.
right there. Just the Jets, because you know what that means. You see the Jets, and you know we're going to talk about a heartbreaking loss, terrible game, and that's exactly what we're doing right now. Terrible games to the Panthers. This game was there for the taking, Matthew. It was there for the taking.
I mean,
And,
many
you know,
games have been for them.
like many games, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, this game was just begging for somebody to take it and grab it and win it. And the Jets obviously do not get it done. They lose 13-6. They don't score a touchdown. Obviously, their offense was anemic without Garrett Wilson. It was a horrible offensive performance. I mean, they have friggin' who they have? Josh Reynolds as their wide receiver 2. Alan Lazard has been a non-factor this year. Mason Taylor, who I like, but like he hasn't been much of a factor either. Wasn't that much of a factor in this game anyway. Just a really hard offense to watch, especially when you have Justin Fields. Got benched at halftime. Finally, Aaron Glenn, went to Tyrod Taylor in the second half. There had to. I think he was forced to, obviously, or else he's going to lose the locker if you keep playing Justin Fields out there. Tyrod Taylor wasn't much better, Matthew. Two picks, two picks to I believe it was that guy.
Yeah,
it was that guy. Who did he throw it to? That guy from South Carolina.
That guy's a good DJ Horn or something.
DJ Horn, yes. JC Horn had 2 picks.
JC Horn. DJ Horn.
For some reason, I know the college he went to. I just forgot his name for a second. I don't know why. JC Horn had 2 picks, 2 terrible throws by Tyrod. I don't know where, what is
awful.
What he was thinking
like he looked
awful.
just as bad. Yeah,
just really bad. But you know what, Matthew? At least he threw the ball. At least he's not
he
sitting in
does
the pocket
throw
for
the
5
ball.
seconds.
I mean, it's like a really overcorrection.
he is taking the role of a quarterback and actually like deciding to throw the ball. At least giving your guys a chance. But Justin Fields just sits in the pocket for 6 seconds and takes a sack. But it was a terrible game. 0-7. This might be the first. We might be seeing the first 0-17 team. I think it's definitely on the table. Obviously, there was an 0-16 team. The Browns went 0-16, but since the 17th season, I think it's been I think for now 5 years. Hasn't been a team 0-17. It's definitely on the table right now. It is. It really is. When you continue to try out Justin Fields, Tyrod Taylor, maybe we're going to see some Brady Cook action when they're like 0-13. That would give us us Jets fans a reason to watch. At least it's like a new thing. You never know. Maybe it could be the next guy, next savior, Brady Cook. We don't know. But man, if they go, and for me, it's like, what do I do? Do I root for them to win? I would like for them not to go 0-17 because that's very, it's embarrassing. But like, what does it matter? They're 0-17. The Jets are still a laughing stock. And if they go 0-17, doesn't make them more of a laughing stock than they already were. So what does it matter?
Yeah.
Honestly, go 0-17, get your guy. You're gonna eventually have to draft a quarterback. Looks like there's some quarterbacks, playing really well now. The kid from Alabama, kid from Indiana, Fernando Mendoza. He's my guy right now. I think he's gonna be the savior of the Jets right now. In week 7, it's subject to change.
It's subject to a lot of change, but it's brutal. I mean, even like the defense, which was a huge strength of this team 2 years ago,
and it still is. They've been playing okay the past.
They've been playing okay, but I no longer know who the majority of people on the field are like these days. Like like Jarvis Brownlee, not familiar.
He's not bad. He's a rookie.
Kiko Magoia, do you know him?
Not familiar with his work, but he hasn't been bad.
He hasn't been bad?
No, 11 solo tackles.
Right. Brandon Stevens hasn't been good, right?
No, he's been better since week 4. He's been
better.
Better. Yeah, since the fans put him on notice, he's been better.
Okay. Malachi Moore, isn't that a wide receiver? Malachi?
He's a rookie. Malachi Moore, he's a rookie.
I thought that was a receiver.
No, he's a rookie safety from Alabama. He's not bad.
Trying to think. Azarie Thomas.
Yeah, he's another young kid, I believe. I think he's a rookie too. We drafted him last year.
Mikael Walker.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you who that is. I think he's an undrafted guy, or maybe like an older.
Sermon. Jamarcus Weston. What are these names?
Yeah, I don't know, Matthew. I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. It's pretty bad.
Michael Clemens still getting snaps. Like, what is going on?
He is not many snaps, so not many. He had no tackles.
So there are this defense, which was once a force, it's now a little bit unrecognizable.
It is, but they're still putting up good games, though. I mean, the last 3 games they've given up like 28 points combined, and they've lost in all 3 of them. Like the Broncos, they played good, better than the Giants did against the Broncos. They gave up 13 points.
It's true. But
Panthers 13 points.
I don't think we need to pretend like this is like some awesome defense.
No, it's not an awesome defense, but they're giving the
29,
chance. They're giving. Yes, it's definitely not. It's definitely not a strength per se, but they're not. I'm not going to bash the defense. I'm bashing the head coach. I'm bashing the quarterback, who's an absolute idiot. He has no IQ. Obviously, both quarterbacks don't. And I'm bashing just the owner here. The owner with those comments this week. I know a lot of people are like, well, my dad is like, he loves when the owner, bashes the players and puts the players on notice, through the media, which is what Woody Johnson did to Justin Fields this week. But just not a good look. It's just adding to the circus. In that my cousin Vinny, when he adds to the pile of shit, Woody Johnson just did that. That's just added another the pile of shit that's going on. It's a big pile. It's a massive.
Right. And he's
not told Mount Everest at this point. That pile.
Look, he didn't need to do it because it's obvious too. Like he didn't need to point out that Justin Fields was struggling out there. Like that was pretty evident. That was a surface level. It was like a surface level comment.
You just don't say that though. I mean, you're paying. It is. He's saying that while he's paying this guy $20 million to play football for his team. It's just a bad look. Like, okay, he's so bad. Then why'd you sign him? Why are you paying him $20 million to play for your franchise?
Yeah.
And I think he even admitted it today. He's like, yeah, like, oh, how would you describe you as an owner? He's like, well, I'm not good at winning. That's what he said today. Well, I'm not good at winning. No shit, Woody. Thanks for that. Like, we all didn't have to say it. That should have been unsaid, right?
You have you to thank.
Like, thank you for that. Like, maybe sell the team now. Maybe he's going to sell the team. That'll be awesome. I would love that.
Superstar of the team. I think MVP of the team is Nick Folk.
He's been great, and the punter's been tremendous too. He has this punter's got to be an all-pro. This guy, I want to look up his stats inside the 20. This guy's incredible. I'm telling you, this guy's having an yes. McNamara's having an incredible year. Incredible.
Special teams.
Look at this inside the 20, 11, Matthew, 11.
That's good.
He's 4th in the league inside the 20.
Does he have a big leg though?
Yeah, he does. No, he has what he does is he puts the ball in the air, so it doesn't give a lot of fair catches are happening.
Oh, which is
great, which is what you want. Yeah, no returns. Yeah. This guy's, I'm telling you, he's awesome. I think, did they draft him? They did not. That was a good signing. I love it. Very good. He's the MVP. Nick Folk's been great. Garrett Wilson, when he's on the field, is pretty great. I mean, he's still putting up numbers.
I mean, they're running, so they're 14 for 14. So that means the long snapper is doing a good job too.
Oh, that long snapper. He's been with the team for a while. Thomas Hennessy. He's phenomenal. I love that.
Doing a good job.
I might get a Thomas Hennessy jersey. I'm serious. I think he's been on the Jets he might be the longest tenured Jet. You could fact check me on that. I think he's been the longest tenured Jet. Yep.
Let me see. Thomas Hennessy. He's 31 years old. There are no stats available for him, so I don't know.
Well, there's no stats. Yeah. But they signed to a 4-year, $5.9 million deal this offseason.
Wait, that's a lot for a long snapper.
No, Matthew, Hennessy, man. I'm gonna buy a jersey. 42 Hennessy. I love that.
What about 14 McNamara?
Baby. No, actually, I'm serious. I might get a Hennessy jersey. It would be a great jersey. I think that's pretty unique. I like that.
That would be interesting.
It'd be interesting to say the least.
Yeah. So, John, who would you rather have start? Tyrod Taylor or Justin Fields? Both are healthy.
It's I don't know. It's like, who would you rather start, a bum or a scrub? I don't know. Like, they're both terrible. I think for me, I would go to internally, go to Brady Cook. I think I would do like a practice squad competition at practice. Whoever plays the best throughout the week in practice, name them the starter. What do you have to lose at this point? The season's over. The season's been over for multiple weeks. See what you got in Brady Cook. You had him. I think he's an undrafted free agent. He was not bad at Missouri State. He put up some good stats, respectable stats, 21 touchdowns, 6 picks, I believe, last year. See what you have with them. You have nothing to lose. See what you have with these guys. Tyrod Taylor is a career backup. He's not a bad. He's one of the best backups in the league, but he's nothing special. Justin Fields is one of the worst quarterbacks to ever probably touch the field in the NFL, in NFL history. You know what you have there, right? This guy cannot read a defense. He was a good college quarterback. He has a lot of talent, a lot of raw talent, but he just cannot play as an NFL quarterback. He can't read a defense. And he just doesn't want to throw the ball anymore, it seems like. So it seems like he's just like totally cooked. He might be out of the league in a couple of years. So you know what you have with him. So might as well look what you have with these other guys that you don't know. Brady Cook could be a solid NFL quarterback. We don't know. But there's only one way to find out, and that's to play them this Sunday. That's what I would do. I would go to Brady Cook and see what you got there, because you have literally nothing to lose.
I don't know.
Literally nothing to lose. Aaron Glenn I think Aaron Glenn knows his job is safe. He's on the first year of a 5-year deal. Like, he's not going to get fired after 1 year. So, like, literally nothing to lose. What is there to lose? What?
I feel like I remember myself saying these same things when the Giants were in this position with Jake Fromm, and like Jake Fromm being like unable to physically
Jake
throw
from
the ball.
State Farm.
Yeah. Just so look, didn't end up working out. I guess I would rather, for me personally, like the brand of football that I'd rather watch, I guess, is more exciting with Tyrod Taylor on the field. Like I feel like
It is, yeah.
Tyrod Taylor will go 2 touchdowns, like 2 interceptions, like pretty much without
And
fail.
175 yards. Yeah, you know what you're getting with him.
Right.
You know what
And
you're
like
getting.
Justin Fields is like, who knows, but he'll have some rushing yards.
And
But
it's
it's
like
like it's probably less than like 100 throwing yards.
it's
And
like
it's,
I just
it
think
includes 6 sacks. It's probably what it
it's
includes.
such a disgrace because you go back like 7 weeks ago, week one, Steelers, Justin Fields played a great game. And it's
Right.
like I just the best thing that I could come up with that is like that's that song, What a Fool Believes. Like I was a fool. I actually thought that there was a chance that this guy was going to, revive his career with the Jets after that game. And that
Yeah.
couldn't be more
Quite well.
further from the truth because after that game, it's been a downhill spiral, to say the least. But like that game against Steelers, like nothing. He was composed in the pocket, firing off some good throws on third down in tight windows, really rushing well, had a good touchdown on that read option. Like he was playing really solid football.
Yeah.
And you thought there was a chance that he was going to succeed with this offense, but I don't understand what happened. Like he just is not fit to be an NFL. That was just an outlier game. That's what that game was. It was an outlier, and
Yeah.
he can't play in the NFL anymore. I can't bear to stand this guy anymore. He's starting tomorrow because Tyrod Taylor's injured. Unfortunately, I would obviously I would like to see Taylor. I would like to see Brady Cook first, Tyrod Taylor 2, Justin Fields like 6. I would rather sign maybe Trey Lance. That's Trey Lance, Jake Fromm. Maybe look into what's that guy's name? Josh Rosen, maybe still out there.
Josh Rosen still out there.
See what we have with him, maybe. I mean, I feel like that Josh Rosen did not get a fair shot in the NFL. He didn't. He had like 2 really bad years, but like these guys, like Sam Darnold had more time. Justin Fields is getting more time than this guy, Josh Rosen. Like, was Josh Rosen really that? But he was a highly touted guy right out of college. Like, he should have got more of a chance. I think he got shafted. Josh Rosen got shafted, I think.
The Josh Rosen bring him back. I think he's like a lawyer now. He's at like
I think he's doing real estate. I think he's doing real estate.
He's at like a esteemed establishment. He's in high academia, I think now.
I think he's a smart guy. I think he's certainly smarter than Justin Fields. I think maybe he could read a defense a little bit. Maybe he can't throw the ball well, but at least he can read a defense and know what's coming. Know it's cover 2 instead of Tampa 2. I mean, this is the things where you know what you're getting. Release this guy. I would cut this guy Fields, take the dead cat money. I don't really like just and sign fucking elevate a guy from the practice squad. Austin, whatever his name. I would put this punter at quarterback rather than Fields at this point.
Run fake punts all game.
Honestly, he probably has.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't stand watching him anymore. It's just very embarrassing.
I got to give the 2 New York quarterbacks are both on the Steelers last year, and Mike Tomlin got a lot of shit last year when they lost in the first round of the playoffs. But
at least he made the playoffs.
Look, now you got to look back on it. This guy, he went what 10-7 with
10-7
Fields and Russell Wilson.
Justin Fields was 4-0 with the Steelers, and they benched him. The game against the Jets, it was week 5 against the Jets. Steelers were 4-0. They end up benching Justin Fields, who's 4-0. And Russell Wilson doesn't have a bad year. Like, he has a solid year, but he makes the playoffs. This guy, Mike Tomlin, is a winner. He just knows how to win.
Yeah.
Steelers, and he's winning this year too with Rodgers. Rodgers having a great year. It's just the coaching, man. These guys are just he's just a very good coach. And no matter what quarterback, no matter what situation he has, he knows how to get the most out of it and get some wins. I mean, that's what it is. Mike Tomlin's a phenomenal coach.
4-0 with Justin Fields. Obviously, he got the most out of it.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal coach. I really like Mike Tomlin a lot. I know he gets like a lot of criticism because he can't win in the playoffs. He can't really. The Steelers haven't made the Super Bowl in a while, but he's won a Super Bowl. He's won 1 Super Bowl, and the team is always they're respectable every single year, and they pretty much make the playoffs every single year. They get out in the first round, but they make the playoffs every single year. I would take that in a heartbeat.
If the Steelers fired him, I'd pick him up immediately.
Oh my god! Yes. Oh my gosh! If the Steelers fired him, they would never fire him. No, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
That would be a big mistake. Big mistake. Who's out there right now that they could hire over Mike Tomlin? I mean, who's going to be better?
I don't know. Just a change of voice to the locker room. I don't know.
I don't see it. I think he hasn't lost that room quite yet.
Yeah, I don't think he has either. All right, let's move on to the Knicks. Knicks 2-0, beat the Cavs and beat the Celtics. So beat the top 2 teams in the basically the East last year. I mean, the Celtics don't seem like they're going to be that good this year. But what do you see so far?
I see a team that is a little different from last year. I see a team that's moving the ball more on offense. I see a team that is playing better transition defense, a thing that they struggled with, especially last year in the playoffs. I see a quicker team. I see a team that has now I think it's 10 or 11 man rotation, which is great to see. You
It's
see
fun.
guys getting actual minutes that is not going to wear them down when come playoff time. You see Brunson playing 35 minutes, Bridges playing 30, Hard playing 30. Like this is what we've been waiting to see for the past couple of years. Guys not being worn down by come playoff time. I just see a team that's very focused. I think they know the task at hand. And it's just going to come down to the playoffs, Matthew. I think this team is going to win upwards of 58 to 65 wins, I think.
Oh wow.
I expect a really big year. I think in the East, it's very weak. I think it's wide open. You have Halliburton out with the Achilles. You have Tatum out with the Achilles. So it's wide open there. You saw the Celtics Matthew, the Celtics roster is terrible. I don't know if you looked at it.
As I was saying, it doesn't look like they'd be good.
I mean, they went from a team that had the most depth in the NFL, the NBA, to a team that just who are these guys? Who are these guys? Who are the bench players anymore?
Absolutely.
And they had to go below the apron. I understand it was a salary cap thing. That's why they got worse, but they really took a big step back this year. You have the Cavaliers who have multiple injuries. They weren't at full force. They still were missing 3 of their starters, I believe.
Garland. A lot of guys.
But it's still an impressive win. They still had Jared. They still had Allen. They still had Donovan Mitchell.
Mitchell, right?
So great 2 wins there. Those are the top. I wouldn't say the Celtics aren't the top dog in the East. I would say probably the Cavs are the team to beat. Maybe the Pistons are pretty solid too this year with Cade, and getting better and better. But look, man, I think the Knicks. I expect a really big year out of them. I like what I'm seeing from Brown. I'm not in love with Mike Brown. I don't think he's so. He's a little goofy in the press conferences. I don't really love him, but I like how the team is playing under him so far. It's only been 2 games. It's a small sample size. They could be outliers, Matthew, like we saw with Fields in week 1. We don't really know. I think it's a little too early to judge Mike Brown as a Knicks head coach, but I do like what I'm seeing so far in the early going. And it's going to be a fun year. Just enjoy the year. We know they're going to make the playoffs. Enjoy some winning for once because the Knicks haven't had much winning in the, in our
honestly, don't say that. You never know what
No, I don't think so. I think that, in my opinion, honestly, you have Karl Anthony Towns who has a quad strain. Just rest him. Let him sit out 4 games. Why are you playing through this? Why? Come on, man. Why is he he's they ask him after the game, and I'm I respect him playing. He's I don't want to let down the fans. Opening night, they all pay money to see me play. I'm going to play. I respect that, but you play opening night, you have a great game, and I understand he had a great game against the Celtics. He's playing hurt, but sit out 2 games. We're not going to fault you for that. Get healthy. It's the beginning. We don't need you right now.
I don't know. I respect that.
I do, but Matthew, it's game 2 out of 82. You could rest 3 games. I'm not going to fault him.
I don't know. I think he's looked fine.
No, he has, but Matthew, if he re-injures that, you're gonna be sorry. Then it's gonna be bad. Then he'll be out a month instead of 3 games. You don't want that. Then it's gonna hurt your team.
I guess I still have respect for that. That's the word we use.
Of course, I do too.
Going out there playing, right?
I think it's a little stupid, but I have respect.
I don't know. I will say, it is interesting. I texted this to you. You have Thibodeau, who's okay, no load management. Everyone plays 38 minutes. We're going with a 7-man rotation, and now it's I like the 11-man rotation. It's fun, but it seems a bit of an overcorrection. 11 guys is a lot. I don't need to necessarily see Trey Jameson out there. That guy number 50. I don't really need to see him out there.
I like the lineup they ran out last game. You had Yabusele, Clarkson, Hart, Landry Shamet, and Tyler Kolek. that's fine by me.
Okay.
It's a good lineup.
It's 11 guys though. That's a lot of minutes to distribute. I'm fine with
it. Is.
I want a 9-man rotation, 8-9 man.
I like the 10 right now. It's working. Okay. I like to see in the box score OG Anunoby getting 29 minutes. You never saw that last year. He always got there probably wasn't a game where he got under 30 minutes last year. No doubt about it. I just like to see that, man. It's great to see.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Karl Anthony Towns 33 minutes. Brunson's gonna get 35 minutes every game. That's fine. But that's fine. It's not terrible. He's not gonna be worn down. He'll be fine.
Yeah. The other thing is I guess my concern is what is going on with Mitchell Robinson? Is he dealing with an actual injury?
I think he is.
Okay.
It's not load management. It's definitely an injury. And
load management.
I am fully behind him sitting out. They're just doing that to save face. I'm fully behind him sitting out. He's been a guy that's dealt with injuries his whole career now. Why push it? Honestly, if he sits out another 5 games and comes back and he's fully healthy, wait until he's 100% healthy because this guy is made of glass. We know this. So why push him back? When you're 2-0, your team does not need you right now. We need you come playoff time, come late, past, in 2026, we need you. So why push you now? There's no reason for that. I'm fully behind him sitting out.
But why can't they just be transparent and say he's dealing with an injury? It's not a big deal.
I think he's dealing with like an ankle, right? They said an ankle.
No, they say injury management, it's load management.
Yeah, I don't get that. That doesn't make any sense. Just say he has like an ankle injury and it's minor and it's week to week.
If it's an injury, right? Obviously, that's fine. But
I think it is an injury.
Load management, isn't it a little weird to sit the guy for the first 2 years?
I think the optics are a little weird. The optics are weird, but I think it's an injury, and if it's an injury, just say it's an ankle injury week to week, and I'm fine with that. I'm not losing sleep over Mitchell Robinson missing games in October. I'm not losing sleep at all. I'm not concerned one bit.
I have an answer.
Josh Hart came back though. That guy Shams is losing credibility. He said I wouldn't be surprised if Hart and Robinson, missed some real time here.
Yeah.
Missed one game. Missed one freaking game. I mean, Shams. We really miss Woj. We miss him. He was credible. Shams is a fraud, man. This guy's no sauces, as they say.
I have an answer for you. OG Anunoby. He left, so he played. How many games did he play last year?
Probably what?
60. I looked through. I'm going to include playoffs. I included playoffs in this. He played 74 regular season games plus 18. So he played 92 games last year.
Yeah.
He left one game early. Doesn't count. He left one game early due to injury.
To an injury, yeah.
Of the other 91 games, what is your guess for how many games he played under 30 minutes?
91 games, you said, total?
91 games. How many games did he play under 30 minutes?
3?
1.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, it's nuts.
And
that was my point there.
Total through 2 games.
I love to see that. I mean, you saw the past 2 years, OG Anunoby, he was okay in the playoffs this past year. The year before that, he was hurt with a hamstring. This guy is, again, he's a guy that's he's made of glass. You got to be careful with him. But when he's fully healthy, Matthew, this guy's a special defensive player. I mean, his reach is just really good. Yeah. His reach is incredible. This guy's going to have 4 steals a game. I mean, this guy's incredible. He's going for that. They said he's very motivated to win Defensive Player of the Year this year. I could see it happening. I could see that happening. That would be awesome. Yeah. Mikal Bridges looks much better defensively and offensively.
We should talk.
He looks more confident. And Matthew, he has to take those mid-range shots. That is his shot. Matthew, when he's taking those mid-range shots, he looks like Kevin Durant a little bit with that build. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
He looks, and I'm not saying he's anything like Kevin Durant, but I'm just saying though that's his play, that's his game. And he has to stop taking threes and take more mid-range shots where he really thrives, I think. He has to take more of those mid-range shots.
I think he's looked good really on defense too.
He's looked tremendous. He looks more fast.
Yeah, he looked good in the playoffs last year in defense. We remember had some.
He had great play. Yeah, I mean
special plays, but I think he's really stepped it up.
I'm excited for him. I like Mikal a lot. He's a good kid. I really hope he struggled a lot last year. The fans were coming for his head. I was too, me included. I was like, but the thing is though, he was taking stupid. I feel like he wasn't being coached well enough last year.
Yeah,
like he had why was he like? We all know Mikal Bridges. If he's open in the corner, take maybe two to three 3-point shots a game. But other than that, don't force them. That's not your game.
That's all he's good for.
That's not your game. That's not your game. Your game is the mid-range shot. When he gets that mid-range shot going, Matthew, he is unstoppable. We saw that in the game against the Celtics, I think. What was that, game 3 or 4 or something? He was on fire from mid-range. He was like maybe 10 and 10 to start the game. I mean, the guy was on fire. So I think that was game 5. The watch party MSG. He was on fire that game. Mikal Bridges.
Okay,
maybe it was game 4. I don't know. One of those games. But bottom line is Mikal Bridges, play to your strength, and your strength is mid-range shots and not a lot of 3-pointers. Do not chuck up those 3-pointers. That's where he gets.
Also, same with Josh Hart. No threes from Josh Hart. I'm done with that.
No, he can't. Did you see that fucking attempt that he had? That terrible one. Yeah,
honestly,
nobody tweeted. He tweeted about it. He was a good sport about it. He's like, "Oh, my legs were gassed." Like, no shit, your legs. He's like, "Yeah, my legs were jelly at that point. I couldn't shoot."
Yeah,
like, no shit. We could tell, Josh. It was a terrible shot.
Yeah, honestly, and when you have guys like in the rotation, like Shamit or Kolek, who are dangerous from 3. Obviously, Brunson, McBride, not to mention Cat or OG. You don't need Bridges and Hart to shoot that many threes.
No, we don't.
No. 3, right?
Yes, he's pretty solid. Yeah, he is. I like Kolek getting minutes. I love to see that. I think he's a great point guard. I think he sets up. He's not going to score a lot of points, but he had 13 minutes here last night, 4 assists. That's what you would like to see from a point guard. I think he's a pure point guard, Matthew. He's a guy that he's like an old-fashioned point guard. Not a lot of points. Yes. He's a playmaker. I like that. I like Tyler Kolek a lot. And Thibodeau, for some reason, didn't like him. And Mike Brown seems to like him more. I love seeing Kolek minutes.
And look, he's small and he does get moved on defense. But
Matthew, you know what, though? that guy McConnell's like this. O'Connell's like the same build. Whatever
Yeah,
that guy's.
that should
Yeah,
be his.
that's his compare. I
Do a
think it's a
lot
good
of stuff.
comparison.
Yeah, do a lot of studying of McConnell.
That's a solid comparison. I think they're the same build, like
Like that.
5'10". You know, they have that playmaking ability. They can get to the hoop. They have some little craftiness to them. I think it's a very good comparison. And I think you're right. He should study a lot of McConnell film. TJ, what is his name? TJ
Yeah,
O'Connell?
McConnell. Yeah.
McConnell, whatever his name. McConnell, O'Connell, same shit.
You know who's been disappointing? That guy, Gershon Yabusele.
It's 2 games.
He sucks.
Yes. I think he sucks. He doesn't take many shots. I mean, he's
Yeah, what does he do out there? He
he's good on defense.
Defense.
He's good on defense. He's a good rebounder.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
He's averaging 3 rebounds through 2 games.
The Knicks have dominated the boards, man, and he's a big part of that, I think.
No, he's not. He's averaged 3 rebounds through 2 games.
All right, look, it's 2 games. Relax. I would relax on Yabusele. I like Yabusele. He's a good bench guy.
He's a good shooter. I want to see him shoot more. And I heard he's supposed to be a creator.
Well, he made 1 3 last night. Yeah, I know. He should shoot more.
For me.
What did he average last year? 13 points. Like, he's not a bad player.
Yeah, 11 points.
And he averaged, what was his 3? Yeah, he's not a bad shooter. Yeah, look, I would like to see him shoot more, and he will. He's going to get comfortable in this offense.
I want to see Clarkson. What is Clarkson? He won whatever defensive player of the game yesterday. He was solid, but he was solid yesterday.
Defensive player.
He wasn't that good though. Yes, he wasn't. He hasn't been that good.
He looks like he's trying to do too much to me. He looks like he's trying to like prove something to the crowd. I think he'll be fine. I think he's a good bench guy. He's going to give you like 10. He's going to average like 9 to 11 points a game. And he's going to be a solid contributor off the bench. I think right now he's trying to do too much. I want
him to have like a hot hand and stuff, you know?
No, he will. He will. He's going to get going. He's going to have a couple games where he has 20 points, 25 points, maybe even 30, one game like that. But I wouldn't expect much from him.
I'm ready for that.
I like Juice.
You know what? This is where I think it's a problem when you have an 11-man rotation. Clarkson, I feel like, should be getting like 24 minutes, not 12 minutes.
He got 16. I think
he's going to 12 opening night.
Look, I'm fine with the rotation. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yabusele should be getting like 20 minutes.
Yeah, 13 minutes is a little low for him. I guess it really depends.
You can't. No, but honestly, you can't because you're playing an 11-guy rotation.
I know. Last night they played a 10-man, right? It was 10.
Yeah, because they didn't play Hook Porty, but I want them to play Hook Porty too.
Yeah, why did he not play? He played pretty good in opening night.
He was good. He was excellent.
Yeah, I would do. I would really. I don't need to see Shaman out there. I don't. He's an okay player.
No, he's good. Actually, I think he's a good defender and good shooter though.
You like all these players, but you don't want to attempt. You want an 8-man rotation. I think you got to play all these guys, Matthew. It's not hurting the team. They're 2-0.
No, but Bridges played 36 minutes. Maybe Bridges only needs to play 25 minutes.
No, he needs to play 30. I think he's a starter. Yeah, he needs to play 30. And
what about 32 minutes? That's a lot. I don't need 32 minutes. I need 25.
No, he's terrible. He was 3 for 11 last night. That's not great.
Yeah, but 32 minutes. I need 25.
I agree. We'll see who they playing tomorrow. The Heat.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm excited. I mean, I am excited to watch all their games.
Yeah. No. They're really. I mean, it's gonna be a fun year. I think they're like I said. I think they're gonna have close to 60 wins. It's gonna be a very exciting year. Gotta enjoy it though. Gotta enjoy it.
Yeah.
But look, we'll go. I guess we'll talk a little Rangers now.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Look, the Rangers are what they are. I said this coming into the season. I'm not expecting much. I'm expecting them to be close in games, which they have been for the most part because of their goaltender. Didn't look great the other night, but for the most part, Igor's looked really good this year. They just don't have. I don't know. Like you have this guy Radish scoring a hat trick. Where'd that come from? By the way,
he's actually good. He's looked good. Yeah.
I just think that the defense is not great. They're pretty slow. I think you noticed it the first game you went to opening night. They're a very slow team.
Really.
They have some plays where it's like the game against the Canadians. We were at the wedding, and did you see that entry by Zibanejad to Panarin? That it looked like they look so. Why can't they look like that all game? Like where's that? It's like it comes and goes. The speed of the team comes and goes. I don't really understand. Like the effort is maybe not there all the way. Like they're not demonstrating 100% effort the whole game. I don't really understand. Some periods it looks like they come out very flat. I like the coach. I'm not going to bash Sullivan. It's like 8 games in. I'm not going to bash him. And it's the roster. He's not really, he's not managing a great roster to begin with.
No.
But this is going to be a team that I think they're going to be in the wild card race, maybe like 6 games out come the last month, 6 points out the last month, and they're going to be in it. But I'm not expecting much. I really am not. You know what? Honestly, like the biggest win from the season so far is how great Kenny Albert and Dave Maloney have been in the booth. I'm thoroughly enjoying
the voice. Yeah.
I think Kenny Albert's tremendous. Dave Maloney has some good takes. He lets loose. He's not afraid of voicing his opinion about the team, good or bad, which I respect the hell out of that. I think that's the biggest win of the season so far. The booth has been a seamless transition, I think,
Yeah.
from Sam Rosen and Micheletti, who I really didn't like. I didn't really like Micheletti. I think Maloney's done a tremendous job. A lot of people have been bashing Maloney on Twitter, and I'm very surprised. Some people can't stand him. I don't know if you know that.
I mean, it hasn't stood out to me in a bad way. I'd say
No.
he's more. I think you like him.
He's a little cooked. I think he's a little cooked.
He's neutral. I would say to me would be my word. Kenny Albert's a plus. Kenny Albert's a plus out there. Good voice.
Awesome.
Even my friend
he's so
came
quick.
in. My friend who doesn't watch the Rangers, he's like, "Oh, this is the guy from football. He's good. This is like a good guy."
Yes. He has a lot of jobs. Yeah, he's great. There's a reason why he's employed in multiple sports because he's a very good voice.
He's employed in all 4 sports. Can you believe it?
Is he? Wait, does he?
Yes.
He does baseball. He hasn't done in a while though, right?
Fox.
Well, he did that. You know what? I remember him doing the Jose Bautista bat flip home run. He was on the call for that.
No, he still does games.
When was the last time he did baseball though?
He still does games on Fox. He's employed by Fox.
You're right. Well, he does football for Fox.
He still does.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
He won't be on the call tomorrow. He's gonna be doing football.
You
know what? The second guy, the radio guy. So they have the radio guy stepping in when Kenny does football. He's not bad either. The guy.
Who is it?
Good voice.
Well, you told me
some rando guy. I have no idea his name, but he's not bad.
He hasn't
done a bad job. I have no idea what his name is, but he hasn't done a bad job. So you got to respect that.
Let's enjoy Breen and Clyde too. How many more years?
Oh yeah. Well, I think Mike Breen, you probably have like 5 to 8 years. Clyde, I mean, it's kind of like until he drops. I think. To be honest with you, you think he's gonna give it up? The most he gives it up is like, okay, maybe he does like 20 games then. Yeah. I don't think he's ever gonna fully retire.
He loves it.
I don't anticipate.
He's still there. He's still mentally there, at least, you know.
He is, yeah. He has his, his cool, the same phrases. I mean, everything. It's the same phrases. It's like kind of like you can have, honestly, if Clyde retires, just have AI fill in. Just have him record all those phrases, and it's the same shit. You won't even realize he's gone.
Oh, that'd be funny.
And I love Clyde, but it's the same phrases, Matthew. Like what he's about to say.
Yeah,
he's like lackadaisical defense. he's like, wow. Like it's just like the same thing. Like you
dishing and swishing.
Yeah, dishing and swishing. He's like JB. He's like the captain, moving and grooving now. It's like the same thing.
You're right. Honestly, you don't even need AI. You can just have him record it.
Yeah. And you had Mike Breen operating. You have Mike Breen like with a little remote, pressing the button, slamming and jamming, moving and grooving.
What do you think, Clyde?
Yeah, what do you think?
What do you think? Clyde? Slamming and jamming.
God, slamming and jamming now. And Matthew, have you noticed like when he goes over, like he's like very obsessed with like going over another player on the opposing team. He's like, this guy averages 9 points. This guy he shoots 40% from 3.
He does his homework.
He's like, he's like the Cavs are missing Garland. That's 19 points. They're missing this guy. That's 9 points. He's like, they're missing 25 points. He's like, so it's an uphill battle for the Cavs. They're missing 25 points.
Yeah.
It's great. It really, I love it. You gotta love Clyde.
Something about the Rangers, just cycle back quickly. You can't, I mean, the reason why this team hasn't been good is because Will Cooley has 1 point through 9 games. Lafreniere is like 2 points. JT Miller is 5 points.
I gotta tell you,
7 points.
Lafreniere is
Mika. These are supposed to be your 4. In order to be good this year, those top 4 guys had to have like 60-point years at least. Like, and you need, point per game from Panarin, Miller, and Mika, and you're just not going to get that. So, and also it's like the same thing. It's like even your dad used to call the Rangers like a few years ago the midgets, and now it's like they've overcorrected, and now you have like 4 lines of like 6'5" ogres on the ice.
Yeah, that's true. You have a lot of tortas out there, that's for sure. A lot of tortas out there on the ice. You're right though; they've overcorrected it.
These guys can't move. Like Edstrom is like decent, like 4th. But
I think he's got to go. Edstrom is terrible.
No, but it's like all these guys are the same. It's like Parsons tall, Radish is like 6'3". These guys are all big guys.
You're right. I think I'm very disappointed. Just Lafreniere just makes me, every time I hear his name brought up, it just angers me because he's been such a big disappointment. And we've known this for a couple of years now, but like first overall pick, this guy was, advertised as elite. This guy is a great puck handler. He has speed. He could shoot. He could pass. He's a great all-around player. I haven't seen anything. And I know, and now you kind of know what player he is. Like there's no more like, oh, maybe he's going to develop into this. No, you know what he is. Yeah. He's a piece of shit. I think he's a terrible player.
By the way, he's -7 through 9 games, plus minus. So just to keep that in
I would
mind.
send him down to Hartford, honestly.
So if he kept this
Send a
pace,
message. This
minus
guy's
7
terrible.
through 9 games, he would finish the year minus 60, which would be unprecedented.
That might be the worst plus minus
No, it would be.
in history.
Would be.
Yeah.
It would be. Easily.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
the
the
he
whole
is
team
just a
is
horrible
like the
player.
plus minus is not.
But like Lafreniere, how many times is he going to break his stick attempting a slap shot in the game? I mean, you see that it's a common occurrence, Matthew. I'm telling you, the game. I guarantee it. Against the Flames tomorrow night, Lafreniere will break his stick at least 2 times. I'm telling you. If they get a couple power plays, it's a fucking get. It's
Where are these lines? These are the alternate lines you got to bet on. Lafreniere breaking the stick.
That's a great line. I would do Lafreniere over under 1.5 broken stick, and I would hammer it. It would be like plus 500. I would hammer that. I would bet $100 on that. It's a guarantee. He is so bad. I think Mika. Honestly, I'll tell you what. Mika Zibanejad, his shot is low. It's close to being back.
He sucks.
No, but I think he's played a little better this year.
He sucks.
I think his shot looks bad. He looks a little better.
He can't move out there anymore.
No, I think he looks a little better than last year.
He used to be a good skater.
No, I'm not saying he's 100% of what he was. I'm saying he's better than last. I think he looks faster. I think it's fair to say he looks faster than last year. I think it's fair to say that.
Maybe next week we'll feel better about this.
And his stats aren't bad. I mean, it has to be better.
He's 5 points through 9. He's on pace for 40 points.
All right.
It's not that good.
It's not great. No, but look, if he puts up a hat trick tomorrow, he's back on pace there.
He's back on pace. Puts hat trick tomorrow. I mean, I just don't see that. I don't envision that. That's not. I don't think that's in the future. Also,
they're playing tomorrow. The Shaman.
What is this? I'm looking at the stat page now, and like leading the team in points. Like right at the top of like my screen are Sam Carrick and Taylor Radish. It's like
but that's good to see though. Like that's good to see some scoring from the third and fourth line. But it shouldn't be your top point getters. It shouldn't be your top point getters. But it's good. It's nice to see some scoring from the bottom line, bottom 6. It's nice to see.
I guess it's nice to see. And they're missing Trocheck too. When's he coming back this
year? He's going to be out for, I think. They put him on long-term IR. He's going to miss at least 20, whatever it is.
All the other teams, when they do that, then they use that cap.
They should use it. Honestly, use it in the trade deadline.
The Lightning did for all these years. Why don't they use the cap? Bring in some.
I would try to go after Patrick Laine.
Is he
he's on the. I think he's on the Blue Jackets. That guy's always unhappy. I mean, you get him for 1 or 2 years, he'll be unhappy with the Rangers. By the time he's 3 years,
he'll be unhappy because they suck, the Rangers.
Yeah, he'll get unhappy, but he's just like an unhappy guy. I think he's just like a miserable guy. It happens. You have some of those people in life, right? I mean,
he's a legit. Every year he's playing in the NHL, he's had 20 goals. Real player. At least.
He's great. He's a great player.
I don't know if he's great. He's decent.
He's who's a great player? That guy Cole Caulfield on the Canadiens.
Really
somebody who was picked 9 picks after Lafreniere. I mean, this is just it really
that guy's excellent.
He's excellent, and he's small. He's a small guy too.
Also, look at the progression too. He started in 2020, first year in the league. He only put 40 points. Next year, only 30.
He has 7 goals this year.
Then 65 points. Then 70 points, and now he's point per game.
It's called development.
Lafreniere, it's been like you had one like decent year.
Wow,
it's like, there's no development.
This guy has 7 goals. He might be, getting close to being one of the best goal scorers in the NHL. This guy.
He's a good player.
And that guy, let me tell you, that guy Celebrini's a very good player too.
Yeah, I mean,
he has some release. That guy. Oh my goodness.
Sniper.
It reminds me of like Panarin, like when he first came to the Rangers, that release, like a quick release, goal scorer. He's like a legit goal scorer, that guy. That guy's going to, I'm telling you, Celebrini's going to be a guy who scores 40 goals a season. He's legit. He's just on a really bad team, which is unfortunate for him.
Garbage team.
But Celebrini's, he's a great player. What do you have? He had 5 points against the Rangers.
Yeah.
He's phenomenal, that guy. But Matthew, these guys are all first overall picks, and we get a first overall pick, a second overall pick. They're both busts. It really makes you upset. It's like, come on, we couldn't have one of these guys like Celebrini. We couldn't have had a Connor Bedard. We couldn't have had a Cole Caulfield. We can't have any of that. Like, come on,
it sucks.
Seriously, it sucks. I think it's part coaching, it's part luck too. I think we just got unlucky too. I think.
Also, it's like annoying because I'm watching the game. And now, like, Reeves on the Rangers, this is like 5 years ago now. He looked like a washing machine on the Rangers. Like, he couldn't move out there. Now I watch him on the Sharks. He's having, like, good shifts, everything. He looked like great on the Sharks. He had, like 5 hits in, like, 5 minutes on the ice.
I know. Yeah. But he's still a shit player.
He's a shit player, but
I think he's ass. And I gotta be honest, when he was on the Rangers, he was like a fake tough guy act. He wasn't. He didn't do much for us.
He looked immobile on the Rangers. This is like 5 years ago. Now he's like revived.
Now he's on the Sharks. He's on the Sharks, the worst team in the NHL. He's more motivated than he was on the Rangers. I mean, make that make sense.
Moving out there.
Make that make sense. Incredible. It's incredible stuff.
Fast out there.
Honestly, I just think that the New York sports and we were cursed. Obviously, our best chance right now at it is the Knicks. That's our best crack at it. The Knicks winning a championship because the Rangers are they're not winning anytime soon. The Yankees, Judge and Cole are getting very old. Jets, the Jets, don't even mention them. Giants, I guess maybe a couple of years if they get a good coach.
Yeah.
But right, I think just Matthew, just as the days go by, you keep wondering to yourself, are we ever going to see a New York sports championship? It's been a while. We saw the you know what though? Good thing we saw the Liberty last year.
The Liberty and the NYCFCs.
They won?
They won, I think.
I didn't know that. Oh wow. Good for them.
I'm surprised you didn't go to the parade, John.
I hear the MLS trophy has a key too. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
Oh wow, that's pretty special, huh?
That's a good yeah.
But look, anyways, you know what though? I'm enjoying it now. Like no stress for the Yankees with the playoffs. You get to enjoy the Knicks winning games. The Rangers, look, I love hockey, and I love hockey too. No matter how bad the Rangers are, I hope they win some games here. Say around 500.
You always get into the games. Whenever you turn it on, it's like it hits like crack on it.
It's like crack, man. I love the Rangers. I really do. And I'll be into it tomorrow night. Not as much because you have the Packers in the series. That's a great Sunday night.
Even I was explaining to you, I'm going to be watching the Rangers Flames probably over the Packers. Too.
No, you got to put I'm telling you, got to watch it.
I don't know.
You got to put it on the iPad if you don't. You got to have it on.
I'll have someone on the iPad. I'm telling you, the Rangers might get the TV.
I'll say this right now: if the Steelers win tomorrow's game, I will buy a Aaron Rodgers Steelers jersey.
Oh wow!
I love him so. I really do. I love him a lot. I love that guy. I think he's just like so hated. Yes, I see his TikToks and a lot of edits I see of some sad music. He's gonna retire and all of his highlights from the Super Bowl when they beat the Steelers. It's just good stuff, good memories. Matthew, I showed you. I got a jersey. I have some receipts. I used to like him.
Yeah.
2012, I was a big fan. I have some old Instagram archives that I used to like him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just very sad to me. We've talked about this, like how he's gonna be like the last guy to retire from that 2010s era, the super era for quarterbacks.
Maybe Flacco hangs on.
And I think Rodgers, he might play another year if he stays healthy next year.
I don't know. I think he kind of said this was his last year.
No, but he said that. But Matthew, this guy's mind changed on a dime. You know that. What is he gonna do in retirement? I think he's looked great. He looks mobile this year. I think he's recovered well from that Achilles, as well as he can for a 42-year-old.
Yeah, he'll doing ayahuasca.
Yeah, no, he'll do ayahuasca. He'll go in his dark cave and he'll decide. I think he's going to play another year. If he continues to have a good year, if they make a deep, maybe if they go to divisional round, maybe if he's going to feel like, oh, I'll take one more crack at it to win a Super Bowl. I'm telling you.
Think with the Steelers?
Yeah, with the Steelers, absolutely the Steelers. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I'm telling you right now. I looked at there was something today. I think Rappaport put it out that Rodgers is if it continues to go well, that he's going to consider playing another year.
He actually put this. This is legit.
Yeah, I think it's out. There's some rumors out there that he's going to consider playing.
Okay.
And he even said after that Dublin game, he's like, "Oh yeah, when we come here next year or something." Like, come on, he's alluded to it too. I mean, there's some hints out there.
Okay.
But if they win tomorrow's game, I'm going to buy a jersey.
Steelers jersey.
Which one should I buy? The white? I like the white one better than the black.
Of Steelers?
Yeah.
I'd buy Packers one.
Oh, I should. Yeah, I should buy a legit one.
You buy Steelers Aaron Rodgers jersey. Get a Packers.
Yeah, all in on the Steelers this year.
You're all in on the Steelers.
I laugh, but that's the team I'm rooting for. I want to see Rodgers win it. That'd be great to see him win another Super Bowl. I think it would. Be awesome.
I want to see Bengals Packers rematch. Joe Flacco and Rodgers. That's what I want to see.
I mean, you mean Bengals Steelers in the AFC Championship?
Yeah, Bengals Steelers.
The AFC Championship. That would be the AFC Championship for the ages. I think that'd be awesome.
That's what I want to see. So I hope Joe Burrow comes back, immediately gets hurt again, and then we get.
You know what's funny? I'm saying all these nice things about Rodgers. If you go back to our podcast, like with the Jets, also in week 1, I'm saying how he's such a bad guy, and I'm just
honestly, you're like honestly,
I don't know. I'm like, I hate this guy. This guy's his ex-girlfriend said it was the worst time of her life. Like I was going through all this stuff, and now I'm like, oh, I love the guy. Like it's a bad look for me. I'll admit it. It's a bad look for me. But hands up, I was wrong about him because I was a little emotional after that game. It was a tough loss.
It was a tough loss.
It's understandable, I feel like.
Yeah. Okay,
But
fair.
anyways, look, I'm looking forward to big Steelers game day tomorrow. Jets play a football
Not
game
even
tomorrow. That's pretty
Jets.
cool.
Jets
No,
also
it
have
is.
to play. Yeah.
Jets also happen to play a football game tomorrow. That's kind of cool, I guess. We'll see what happens there, but
They
I'm not
have
gonna be that
to
invested. I'll be invested once it comes on. Matthew, the disease hits. It
play.
definitely
Disease
hits.
kicks in unlike anything
It
that's ever
kicks
been
in.
seen before.
It's really true though. It's got to be studied. I think we got to be a case study or some shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, is this the guy who was on Quinnipiac, Colin Graff?
Yeah, he's on the Sharks now.
Oh, he's on. I
I
realized.
told you about him. He's not bad.
Yeah, I
I
know,
said
but
the
you
Rangers
said
should have got
Rangers
him.
were gonna sign him.
I know. I said they should have.
He had like 2 points yesterday.
He's not bad. I'm really happy for him.
Yeah, the Rangers should have gotten him.
I know. I told you this, Matthew.
Interesting.
I think they were rumored to get him, right? And then he ended up. Why would he sign with the Sharks? Maybe the Rangers didn't end
The
up
Rangers
offering a
weren't
lot of money.
interested. It must have been, right?
Because they're dumb.
Yeah.
Don't get me started with Chris. I think Chris Jerry's a horrible GM.
I think he's a bit of a moron.
I think he's an idiot. I don't know how he's still the GM of the team, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
He could have won this. This team could have won a championship if he actually like did something at the deadline and actually was like serious about acquiring players.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that deadline. There's been some terrible deadlines, like Andrew Kopp, Vetrano. I mean, Vetrano was solid, but Andrew Kopp was your big pickup. I mean, come on.
I mean, the worst one is Roslovic Wenberg. That's like disgraceful.
Oh, the Roslovic. That guy was so. He was on their first line. That's how bad it was.
Yeah.
He was on their first line. A team that went like pretty far. I mean, he was on your first line. You know what? I did respect the swing with Tarasenko and Kane. I did respect that swing.
That was a swing.
It was a swing and a miss. It was a swing. I respect the swing.
Yeah,
I respect the swing.
But it was a swing.
Yeah,
it wasn't strike three looking. It wasn't strike three looking.
Went out swinging.
Yeah.
Forwards K, better than backwards K.
And it was on like a Stanton level swing. It was like a really big.
It was good. It was a good hack.
Really good hack.
They got their hacks in like Stanton doesn't ever at bat.
Right, exactly. They did not get their hacks in 2 years ago with Roslovic Wenberg. That's backwards K. That's backwards K.
That's so bad.
Actually, that's
like a double play. That's a triple play.
That's a sword. That's a
sword. That is a sword.
Because you swung.
That is a sword.
You made a move. You swung, but it was a sword.
It's a sword. It's an epic sword, actually. It's the worst sword you would ever see. But anyways, Matthew, look, great episode as always, and we'll see you guys in the next one.